Hi, okay, so I love trends. I love micro trends. I love macro trends. I love medium trends. It takes a lot for me to not like a trend, let's put it that way. I have a decent sized list. First of all, I would like to preface this video with, it takes a lot for me to even say I can regret an item, and to qualify an item to be a regretted item from me, it means that I don't have it in my closet anymore. Like some of the things that I'm going to share, I do still have, but most of them I have sold or donated, and they're just things that I didn't like after a while, and for whatever reason. We'll get into it, but these are the trends that I regret buying into, and this is over the span of probably, I want to say, the past 4-ish years, because before that was my old life. I qualify the past 4-ish years as new life. So we're going into my new life pieces. We can maybe do eventually like a whole life one, because I have always loved trends, to be fair. But okay, so here's the thing. We're starting with a dream item of mine. Like, to be fair, this item I don't necessarily regret because I don't like the style anymore, or I just hate or whatever. It's just solely because of the fit, and those are the campus boots by Frye. I thrifted some from like Mercari or something, and they are the cutest boots. I got them for, I feel like, a decent price. It broke my heart because whenever I bought them initially, I didn't even think in my head about like the calf width, and I got them, and of course I have wide calves, and so they didn't fit.
If I died right now, you guys, I want you all to know, you tell everybody that she died sad.
And then I went down a big rabbit hole. I'm like, how can I make these work? Because they are so beautiful, so gorgeous. And initially, the first thing that I saw, okay, you could boil them or steam them over a boiling thing. Didn't feel comfortable doing that with that kind of leather. Then I saw there's this leather stretch boot spray, and you spray it on your leather boots and then you wear them and they're magically stretched out. Or you can take them to a cobbler, which, to be fair, I still haven't done that. But I have the boots. I actually just texted Jamie last night and I'm like, do you want these? Because I can't, it almost is heartbreaking to look at. But anyway, so I used the leather stretching spray. It worked, but they like retracted whenever I didn't wear them throughout, like, I think it was the winter, last winter. They went back to normal, and I'm like, I just don't know. They didn't even fit really with the leather spray, to be fair. I know the boots right now are in controversy. I stay out of all drama. That I don't think the boots themselves are in the drama, to be fair. I feel like it's the conversation. It's a bigger picture right now. But anyway, so I don't regret the boots. I regret the fact that I didn't think about the fit of them, and I could have maybe dodged around the heartbreak of actually paying the amount of money that I did and then getting them and then realizing it. But that's on me. You know what I mean? Not really the boots. So I feel like I actually bought this item back in 2021, maybe 2022 from Orseund. It's this tube top. It's like their, I don't know, it's like a bustier kind of style tube top, and it has the exposed wires in the front, and it's just a very interesting top, and I loved it so much when I first got it. And let me preface this also by saying I still do love it, and that's why it's still in my closet. I don't know if I'm sick of it or if I just don't feel the connection anymore. Like, it's not it's me maybe. And so I don't know, because I'm keeping it in my closet. The reason I still have it is because I'm like, I feel like I might want it again one day. It's a brand that I like love. It's a dream brand for me. And so I like can't bring myself to part with it. But the reason I don't know, I can't even explain, I don't think, why I even don't wear it. I don't know, it's a cute top. And you know what also probably is contributing to it being on this list is the fact that I found it so hard to style for so long. And I think that it fits perfectly, I feel like it always has. And it's just a matter of, it's really kind of hard to style because I think sometimes it just didn't match with the rest of my wardrobe or something. And so here it is. And I love sneakers. I really always have loved sneakers. And so whenever Jordans were trending and Dunks and things like that, the way that they were being styled on my like Pinterest boards and things like that, and from my style inspiration stuff, really convinced me that I loved them so much. And I think I did. Whenever I wore them, first of all, very comfortable. Second of all, love the name. Third of all, they are cute, and I feel like they add that little sporty element to every outfit. But I had a few pairs of these sneakers, and again, I really liked them at the time. I feel like I was constantly always trying to mesh them with my personal style a little bit more and make them a little bit more dainty by adding like pearls on the shoelaces and things like that. And I think just over time, maybe I just got sick of them, and I felt like they were harder to style with like more feminine pieces like skirts and dresses and things like that that I was starting to really like at the time. And so that is, I think, where we started to grow apart. Another dream brand is Paloma wool, okay? I love Paloma wool, and my very first ever Paloma wool item was a sweater, and it was this twirl swirl sweater or whatever. It was very trending at the time. It still, I think, is pretty sought after, and I still love the sweater so much. However, I don't have it in my possession anymore. I had that one, and then I also have this one. I still have the brown one, which has like a face on it. I think that that one is still really cute and still aligns more with my personal style. I think looking back, I probably wouldn't have sold it. If I still had it in my wardrobe right now, I wouldn't sell it, because I think whenever I sold it, I was going through a phase of like, it reminded me so heavily of 2020 and just like what I was wearing in 2020. Like, I was just sick of it. I think I outdid it with all of the checkers and black and white and swirls and things like that. I also think what contributed to me selling it is that it was just a very loud sweater. It's a, you know, it's a very insane kind of pattern, and it just, whenever I'm wearing sweaters, I feel like, again, maybe some of those louder patterns sometimes are harder for me to style. And if you've been on my channel for a really long time, I just did a deep dive of all of my, like, I was trying to figure out find things to put on this list, and I was like, wow, I've gone through, I really used to like patterns a lot, and I still do, but I feel like the ones that I like right now, I like that they're able to be mixed with more minimal pieces. And I think sometimes with the really loud sweaters and patterns like this sweater, they just really need a lot of toning down to work on the day-to-day for me. So yeah, but anyway, you know what trend I went full throttle in is the leather pant trend. And personally, I still really like the look of leather pants, and I think the ones I have are a little bit more tight fitting than I would prefer nowadays. I don't think that they're ugly in any sort of way. I just think that they're not the most functional or comfortable to wear. They made me sweat so much. At least the kind that I had a few from Abercrombie, and they had like this almost fleece line on the back. And I just remember my legs, even if I were to wear them for a video showing you guys them or styling them or whatever, my legs would be so sweaty afterwards. And I think that that's what initially led to the downfall of them. But also I have this one pair from Good American, and they're this beautiful foily metallic silver, and I love the color of them. I love the look of them, but the same thing, I only regret it because those were expensive. Like, they were more expensive than my Abercrombie ones because they're Good American, but they also just are so warm. So warm. It's literally like wearing tinfoil on your legs. Also, okay, who remembers the Lisa Says God, this Lisa Says God pattern? This screams 2020 to me. And I was going through my accessories yesterday, and I found this one collar that I have, and it made me think, okay, it's throwing me back to this outfit that I remember posting. I found the collar yesterday, and I was looking at it. I was like, oh my God, this is like so 2020 that I genuinely don't even know how I would style it right now with my current wardrobe and just my current taste. And again, I'm holding on to it because it's almost like a relic in a way to me, but also at the same time, I don't hate it. Like, I think it has a cuteness factor to it. It's fun and funky, and I just don't know if I'll ever like I feel like at some point, maybe I'll come back to it, or will I not? I don't know. But that pattern is ingrained into my head for 2020. And I think that that's what introduced me to Lisa Says God as a brand in general, was in 2020 in that collar. I think that was my first ever purchase from them. Remember this Acne Studios scarf, okay? Well, I went online and I went on eBay to look up that Acne Studios scarf, trying to find it pre-owned. And I remember coming across this one listing, and I was like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? For like $30, really? An Acne Studios scarf? And then I ordered it and I got it, and it was fake. What? I know. The thing is I think that the reason it's even on my regret list is because I think I'm just sick of looking at this. And I am not someone like, I don't care how big a trend is. I don't care if everyone is wearing the trend. Like bows, for instance, I still love bows. I don't care how overdone they are. That doesn't necessarily make me turn off to a trend or fashion piece or anything. It's more so the fact that I think I was just sick of seeing it. And again, this probably is a me problem now that I'm saying it out loud, but I think I was just sick of it. Okay, so I had bought this praying baby tee, and it says father figure on it, and it was more of a personal inside joke with me and my siblings. Got it with the intention of like wearing it, obviously, that's why I buy things, but I just never reached for it. And I feel like it's maybe because I've realized this with like shirts with sayings on them. It has to be something that I would like, first of all, feel comfortable even like wearing out and having anyone comment on, because you know people comment and read your shirt. At least the people who like, I love funny shirts, okay? And people love to read funny shirts and talk to you about it. I love that about them. But that one just, I never wore it out because I never wanted anyone to read it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. I think I psyched myself out because I really like the shirt. And I think that if I saw someone else now, I would get the vibe, and I think it's so cute. But for some reason, I just never reached for it. Also, it didn't really fit me that well. It was very tight. It was like a really cropped baby tee, and it's just not something that I personally wear ever. But again, I have seen it on people since I've sold it, and I think it's so cute still. Like, I still love it. So one more Lisa Says Got item, but these shoes, they're these cow print sandals, and the reason I regret them is not because of the cow print, because I still love cow print, and that is something that I'm always cognizant that I know that comes in and out, like zebra print, like stripes, like polka dots. I feel like they have their big moments and they go back under the radar, and they have they're timeless still to me. However, I never reached for those. I don't think I wore them maybe once because it's just not a shoe silhouette that I ever wear. I don't wear a lot of sandals in general, but especially not like chunky sandals like that. And that one also hurts to say because I was so excited to get those. Like all of these things, I genuinely have, like, anytime I purchase anything online, I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I don't know. I almost, whenever I was looking at this, I do regret like selling them, but at the same time I don't, because I know I never reached for them when I had them. Do you know what I mean? But I do wish I did have some sort of cow print shoe to replace them, which that's coming. Instead of that, I'm thinking maybe a cow print or cowhide style bag. I have a ton saved on my eBay, and that would maybe fill the gap in my heart for these. But this is actually a really different one because I feel like this jacket in theory does really align with my current personal style, but this mango jacket that's inspired by the toteme one, it's so beautiful. It really is. However, I feel like I literally just never wore it because I couldn't style it for whatever reason. I feel like it's a very simplified coat, and I feel like it matches my wardrobe and my style, but I just didn't know how to wear it. I felt like whenever I wore it with jeans, maybe it was the fit of it and the length or something. I don't know. But I felt like whenever I wore it with jeans, it didn't go with like a blue jean. When I wore it with black jeans, that was kind of the only time that I felt like, okay, this makes sense. Or like my big black flowy circle skirt, that one kind of worked with it a little bit. And I don't know. I wanted it so bad, and I had set like the alarms on it from Mango, and like thankfully that one existed and I didn't, like, let's say, spend the X amount of money on that real one. So I don't know, that's a different kind of topic for a different day. But I sold it a while ago, so I hope whoever has it is loving it because it really is so beautiful. It wouldn't work for me, and it was taking up too much space. Normally I would just keep something like that because I still love it. But I was just like, someone is gonna like it more than I do, you know? These ganni boots were boots that were on my list for so long. I remember ordering them because they were on like super sale on Nordstrom, and they only had I think they had this color and maybe like a pink or something, and I went with the yellow. I don't wear a lot of that color, and so I think that's why I didn't reach for them that much. But at the same time, those shoes were so uncomfortable. They gave me blisters. They were just like not very comfortable. They were like a rubbery, like rain boot material, but then with the chunky bottom. I do see some people wearing them and they like wear them like they're comfortable. You know what I mean? I feel like if they're wearing them constantly, they have to be some sort of comfortable. And lastly, we have this Frankie shop quilted coat, which if you're looking at it, like I was when I was like, why did I sell that? I think I sold it because I don't actually know. Like, I feel like I was being really picky at that time, which you guys know I'm really not that picky. But like the way it was shaped or something, I didn't love, and so I sold it, or I don't know, I must have like wanted to buy something else. But the color is so pretty. I think it's a really cute coat, and I still really love quilted jackets like that. I have a thrifted black one. I feel like they still serve such a great purpose in my closet, so I don't know, but apparently at some point, I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure maybe it was the fit and just like the silhouette of it that I didn't like. It is really cute. See, that's the thing with all of these things. It's like, if I still had them in my wardrobe, I would be defending them. I would be like, in a closet clean out, no. And now I look at my closet and I try to think of like, what are some of these things that I'm going to regret in 4 years? Like some of these other things, but I can't narrow it in, maybe moon boots, but as of right now, I'm on year probably 3 of owning moon boots, and I love them still. I don't think I've ever made a video like this before on my channel, but I thought it could be fun and lighthearted because if you own any of these things, just know that I still love them. I do not think they're ugly. I don't think that you should necessarily even regret them, but not that my opinion matters at all, but I just wanted to preface that as well because I don't really watch videos like this as much, but I did recently watch Lindsay Rem's and I loved hers. I don't know. Anyway, I feel kind of nervous about it, so let me know if you like these kinds of videos and I'll do more of them or do kind of similar ones like this, and let me know what you regret down below as well, like trend-wise, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.